show in Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show. Another job that you hope at last will make your future forget your past. Another pain where the ulcers grow. Another opening of another.
Hi! We're your assistant directors!
Today we're going to give you some tips on how to put together a great audition for this spring's HMS Chorus Broadway Revue.
We will also show you some things to avoid during your audition.
Many of the things we talked about today may also be important for auditions you do in the future.
Let's get started!
Yeah! There are many wonderful resources available for finding songs.
Broadway songbooks are a great place to start.
If you have any of those lying around the house. Most of us don't.
The internet is also a great place to find Broadway songs.
And there are plenty of them to choose from. Did you know Wikipedia lists over 760 musicals spanning more than 100 years? And most musicals have 15 to 20 songs in them.
That's about 15,000 songs.
And you're sure to find one that's right for you.
Before you start looking though, it is helpful to think about what type of song you might be best at. Think about your range. Are you a girl soprano, a boy soprano, a mezzo or alto, a belter, a baritone? Is your voice changing? Are you still able to sing Broadway songs written for kids? Do you have a pop type song voice? Are you a soul singer? Do you prefer to talk through your songs? Once you have figured out your voice type, it's time to hit the web and look for songs. You may find song suggestions in blogs. The College Audition blog has a great list by voice type. You may also find links to song books for sale. You don't need to buy the books, but many of the online music stores provide the lists of the songs that are in the books. These lists can be helpful references. You can look up songs from musicals that are currently playing on Broadway or recent Tony Award winners and nominees. Since each musical has 15 or more songs, you may have to do a little work to figure out which ones might fit your voice type. Look up the songs on YouTube to see if you like it. See if you can find a version that was done on Broadway or by a professional company, if you can. I'm lovely, all I am is lovely.
Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. Declares he's pleased with me. What does he mean?
Make sure you pick a song from a Broadway musical or an off-Broadway musical.
Stuff produced in the West End, that means the London musical theater scene, is also fine.
But your song has to actually be performed on stage somewhere to count. Some songs from movie musicals may have never been performed in stage productions.
If you're not sure if your song is used in a Broadway show, look it up online.
No pop songs, please. Don't pick anything like this.
La-da-dee-da-dee, we like to party, dancing with Molly, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our room, and we can't stop.
Also, don't pick a TV show theme.
My little pony, you know you're all my very best friends.
And no song parodies either.
You got troubles, my friends. Right here, I say troubles right here in Revue City.
Or opera.
Timide core, un schite dal mio petto.
For our show, please avoid songs from jukebox musicals.
A jukebox musical is a musical that uses pop songs.
The problem with these songs is that many people in the audience may not recognize the song as being from a Broadway show because they first heard them in a different context.
For example,
Super Trooper, beams are gonna blind me, but I won't.
I know this song. I used to listen to it when I was your age. It's by a Swedish group named ABBA. I always think about them when I go to IKEA.
Oh yeah, I have that song on my iPod. It's by Coldplay. Wait, no, Green Day. Wait, no, One Direction?
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Mom, it's the song from Glee. It's the song that they performed in Glee. It's from Glee. Oh my gosh, Mom, it's the song from Glee. It's from Glee.
Please make sure your song is tasteful. Avoid songs with lots of profanity or songs about drugs or violence.
And avoid songs that are too sexually charged.
Touch me. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender.
For our production, we prefer that you pick a song that matches your gender.
Such as this one.
I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy.
But avoid songs like this.
Who am I? I'm John Valjean.
'Cause I'm big, blonde, and beautiful.
Finally, please avoid anything from Cats.
All alone in the moonlight.
What's wrong with Cats?
Mr. Duncan cannot stand musical Cats, and neither can I.
As you search for a song, you are bound to run into something that is familiar to you.
Chances are they'll be familiar to everyone else too.
It's fine to audition with a familiar song, however, you can bet that a lot of other people might also be auditioning with that song.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
One of the reasons we do our round one auditions is to get a better feel for the types of talent we have in our chorus members.
But we also use these auditions to give us ideas for songs that might be good for their show.
Dare be different. Don't be afraid to check out less familiar songs or songs from musicals you have never heard of. There are some real gems out there.
And if you're hoping to get a big solo number, avoid songs that have been used in the HMS chorus musical in the last 3 years.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
Remember, we want something fresh.
Once you've picked your song, run through it a couple of times. Make sure it's a song that you can sing comfortably. Don't pick a song that's too high for you. Or a song that's too low for you. Many karaoke websites will have backing tracks that come in more than one key. You can also change the key at the karaoke track using GarageBand. If you can't find a key that works for you, think of trying another song. If the song you pick makes you hoarse, makes you strain, or hurts your voice, stop right there. Don't sing it, even if it's your favorite song in the world.
So if you can find me, look to the western sky.
As someone told me lately,
Everyone deserves a chance to fly.
Singing songs that make you strain can injure your vocal cords. So look for something else. There's going to be a better one out there for you, possibly even for the same Broadway show.
let us speak loud, let us speak gleeful, let us rejoice to find that good news could subdue.
Now that you found your song, it's time to learn it and perfect it.
Make sure you have an instrumental backing track or karaoke. Singing Broadway without accompaniment loses something.
Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream code ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joe! 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 Joe! Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say.
And make sure your backing track is karaoke. Don't sing to somebody else's version of the song.
To dream the impossible dream.
Also, memorize your song. You can't connect to the audience if your eyes are buried in the music or a lyric sheet.
Coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd been there, if you'd seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
Or if you forget half of the words.
Irresistible, Paris original. I'm wearing later. I'm wearing later. You can't wear it. Don't wear it later.
Practice, practice, practice.
If you're learning from a recording, listen to it again and again and again.
Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go.
Now that you know your song, you're not done yet. It's time to work on performing it.
Remember, we're trying to put together a show that's fun for the audience. Don't just stand there and sing.
Try to make it more interesting by adding a little acting to your piece. Showing emotion is very important in getting your message across to your audience. I hate men. Everything else goes away. Everything else goes away. And you play till it's perfect. And you play till you ache. You play till the strings or your fingernails break. So you rock that recital and get into Yale. And you won't feel so sick. And you won't look so pale. And you've got a full ride. And you're early at mid. And you're done with the school. And all of it. And you graduate early. And you're gone as a me. And there's nothing your paranoid parents can say.
Write what you know, so they say. All I know is I don't know what to write for the right way to write it. This is big. Don't screw it up. This is not some little broad bill I'm reviewing. I'm gonna live and live now. It's what I want. I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that's bell, we'll go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam! Hey, Mr. Einstein, here I am.
But make sure to interpret your song correctly. Familiarize yourself with the musical your song comes from and learn where the song fits into the plot. Look for a detailed synopsis online or see if you can find a video of a production of your musical.
In the following clips, the singers appear to have no clues what their songs are about.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh?
But the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder as they tear your hope apart.
It's fine to audition in groups.
Duets, trios, even large group numbers are acceptable.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters.
And what was just a word is a star.
In professional auditions, it is recommended that you keep body movement to a minimum and do most of your acting with your face, posture, and use your hands sparingly.
However, in the HMS musical, we really want to see you perform. Movement, dancing, costumes, and props are just fine here. Be as creative as you want.
Shakalaka baby, shakalaka baby. I saw your face and the damage was done. You weaved a spell that took me over. A brighter bulb right out of the sun. A low-descending supernova. It's the rhythm, jump to the beat. Night is falling, as winds are tender. Can't escape it, feel the heat. Lose yourself in the sweet surrender.
Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high.
But watch for ticks. Ticks are movements without a purpose.
Try to avoid touching your hair, bobbing your head, swaying back and forth, cracking your knuckles, picking your nose.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on pigeons, bright papa petals, warm on mittens, brown paper crackers,
Oh, I just can't wait to begin.
Ew. Unless it's something you purposely put in your audition to enhance performance, don't do it.
Figure out what to do with your hands and your body as you're practicing. Look in the mirror, videotape yourself, or work with some friends to make sure each movement has a purpose.
I like when you waved.
But don't mess with your shirt.
It's normal to get nervous during an audition. We get nervous too.
And it's okay if you mess up. We've all done it. Don't get embarrassed. We still love you. Even if you don't want a big role, we encourage you to audition.
Auditioning is a great experience, and auditioning for the HMS musical will give you lots of practice for any auditions you do in the future.
Remember, we're not only looking for soloists, but we also need lots of level 2s to perform in our big musical numbers,
which are also really fun.
And anyone who's brave enough to audition is automatically eligible to be in this show regardless of how well they do.
So long!